She moved methodically down the corridor with a mop bucket and industrial cleaning supplies, her custodial uniform and routine cleaning pattern making her completely invisible to the commissioned officers hurrying between meetings in the Pentagon's classified briefing areas. The afternoon coordination session brought typical military administrative activity as field-grade officers reviewed operational reports and strategic assessments that guided defense policy and global military operations throughout multiple theater commands. But when General Patricia Morrison burst through the secure entrance doors with urgent authority that made every colonel and major freeze mid-conversation, her voice cut through the corridor with unmistakable command presence. "Where is Colonel Alexandra Rodriguez? I need Colonel Rodriguez immediately for classified consultation." The stunned silence that followed revealed the profound shock of officers who had walked past their superior officer for months without recognition, never suspecting that the woman quietly maintaining facility cleanliness possessed command authority that exceeded their own rank and operational experience by decades of distinguished military service and strategic leadership. Master Sergeant Elena Torres continued mopping the floor while processing the psychological impact of her real identity being revealed to junior officers who had unconsciously dismissed her as invisible support staff, never recognizing that her colonel rank represented 28 years of distinguished military service that had been classified under deep cover assignment requiring her to assume enlisted identity and custodial duties. The general's announcement represented more than mistaken identity. It exposed her true command authority and strategic expertise that had been concealed through operational security requirements that demanded her specialized knowledge remain hidden from conventional military personnel, while she conducted classified intelligence gathering and operational assessment that exceeded normal authorization levels. From which military installation around the world are you following this command authority story today? If you appreciate narratives that explore deep cover command assignments and the hidden authority within military leadership, consider subscribing for more content that reveals the strategic leaders who serve in shadows while maintaining operational security for our nation's most sensitive missions. The Pentagon occupied 6.5 million square feet of strategically positioned office space in Arlington, Virginia. Its command coordination facilities and strategic planning infrastructure representing the most comprehensive military leadership center supporting global defense operations and classified strategic coordination that guided American military policy across all service branches and operational theaters. The installation served as the primary coordination center for strategic military leadership, combining advanced command coordination, intelligence analysis, and classified operational planning that maintained American military superiority while protecting operational security for the most sensitive strategic programs and classified command assignments. Located at the intersection of all military service commands and intelligence agencies, the complex had been constructed with comprehensive security protocols and classified coordination facilities designed to maintain strategic operations even under sophisticated intelligence penetration attempts and enemy surveillance that targeted American military leadership and strategic planning capabilities. Advanced command systems process strategic intelligence from hundreds of classified sources simultaneously, creating comprehensive operational coordination models that guided global military effectiveness while protecting operational security for classified personnel and deep cover command assignments. The Pentagon's strategic architecture incorporated decades of advancement in military command coordination and classified leadership programs, including specialized secure facilities, advanced intelligence networks, and automated coordination systems that could maintain detailed strategic oversight while protecting sensitive information regarding command identities and classified assignment protocols. Strategic personnel possessed multiple classification levels that preserved operational security while enabling appropriate command decisions based on specialized requirements and classified operational parameters. Master Sergeant Elena Torres approached the corridor maintenance area carrying standard custodial equipment and facility cleaning authorization, her colonel rank having been classified under deep cover assignment that required her to assume enlisted identity and custodial duties while conducting classified intelligence assessment and strategic coordination that exceeded normal operational authorization. The cover assignment process for her current position had required extensive identity modification that created comprehensive enlisted service record and custodial employment history that concealed her actual command authority and strategic leadership experience from personnel who lacked appropriate security clearances. At 46 years old, she possessed the most advanced strategic education available through the National War College's Advanced Strategic Leadership Program, having completed classified instruction in global strategy, interagency coordination, and classified intelligence analysis before accepting deep cover assignment that enabled direct observation of Pentagon operations while maintaining strategic oversight of classified programs that required her specific expertise and command authority. Her official service record listed standard enlisted progression and routine custodial assignment, though these cover designations concealed graduate-level strategic education and field-grade officer qualifications that had been achieved through programs that operated beyond standard military education systems. Her command background included assignments at strategic facilities whose operations remained classified above congressional oversight levels, where defense contractors and strategic planners developed coordination methodologies that pushed the boundaries of current military strategy and interagency operations. The assignments she had completed involved theoretical strategic coordination, advanced interagency planning, and classified command structures that prepared personnel for strategic leadership scenarios that conventional military education could not address adequately within standard oversight parameters. The decision to accept deep cover assignment rather than conventional command progression had been influenced by strategic requirements and national security needs that demanded her specific analytical capabilities and strategic expertise while maintaining operational security for classified programs that required oversight from personnel with her unique qualifications and strategic background. General Patricia Morrison supervised the Pentagon strategic coordination with authority gained through 36 years of military service and the highest levels of strategic education in global operations and interagency coordination. Her expertise encompassing complex multi-service planning and strategic analysis that supported America's most sensitive military operations and defense policy coordination across all government agencies and allied military commands. Her background included command assignments throughout all major service branches and liaison duties with intelligence organizations that developed next-generation strategic capabilities and global coordination systems. Her Distinguished Service Medal and multiple strategic planning ribbons reflected exceptional performance in both operational command and strategic coordination that shaped American global military strategy and defense policy implementation. The general's military career had evolved from conventional service command to strategic coordination, including classified assignments with national security organizations and defense policy agencies that developed advanced coordination systems and strategic implementation protocols. Her transition from operational command to strategic coordination had been driven by recognition that modern military operations required strategic sophistication and interagency coordination that exceeded traditional service boundaries and required interdisciplinary expertise in defense policy and strategic planning. Around the classified strategic coordination table sat representatives from Joint Chiefs of Staff, Defense Intelligence Agency, National Security Council, and various strategic planning contractors, each contributing specialized expertise to defense policy coordination and strategic planning procedures that guided America's most sensitive military operations and defense initiatives across all operational theaters and government agencies. The assembled group represented decades of collective experience in strategic planning, defense policy coordination, and interagency operations that maintained American strategic superiority through comprehensive coordination and strategic effectiveness. Brigadier General Michael Rodriguez, the Strategic Operations Coordinator responsible for interagency planning and defense policy coordination, possessed 28 years of experience in advanced strategic operations and held security clearances that provided access to the most sensitive intelligence regarding global military strategy and interagency coordination requirements. His background included specialized training in strategic analysis, defense policy coordination, and interagency operations procedures that enabled coordination of complex strategic initiatives while maintaining appropriate operational security and strategic effectiveness protocols. Brigadier General Rodriguez's expertise bridged the gap between theoretical strategic planning and practical defense policy requirements, translating advanced strategic theory into functional coordination systems that supported global military operations while maintaining readiness for strategic challenges that exceeded current operational capabilities. His role required constant evaluation of strategic effectiveness, defense policy assessments, and interagency coordination to ensure adequate strategic planning for evolving global requirements and emerging strategic challenges. The strategic coordination team under Rodriguez's leadership represented carefully selected specialists recruited from leading strategic institutions and defense policy organizations, each bringing unique expertise to the complex challenge of coordinating global military operations while maintaining strategic advantages that preserved American global strategic superiority. Their work remained highly classified, but their strategic decisions directly influenced global operations and defense policy coordination that protected American interests and strategic objectives worldwide. Colonel James Patterson, the Intelligence Coordination Director responsible for strategic assessment and classified intelligence coordination, possessed extensive experience in strategic intelligence and global analysis that enabled coordination of comprehensive strategic assessments through sophisticated intelligence networks and classified analysis procedures. His understanding of strategic intelligence encompassed both conventional analysis systems and classified approaches that pushed the boundaries of current strategic analysis and provided intelligence that exceeded standard military intelligence systems. The Intelligence Coordination Director's background included specialized training in strategic analysis, classified intelligence coordination, and advanced assessment methodologies that enabled identification of strategic opportunities and threats that conventional intelligence systems might overlook or misinterpret. His responsibility for strategic intelligence required constant analytical advancement and strategic thinking that anticipated global developments while maintaining analysis effectiveness for emerging strategic challenges and defense policy coordination. General Morrison, recent strategic assessments indicate possible gaps in our deep cover personnel coordination that might affect operational security and strategic oversight for classified command assignments. Brigadier General Rodriguez reported, his voice carrying strategic precision that characterized professional defense policy evaluation. Strategic command sources suggest deep cover personnel serving in facility assignments who may possess command authority that exceeds their apparent assignment status, though specific operational details remain classified above our coordination level. His assessment reflected constant evolution of strategic operations that characterized contemporary military coordination, where deep cover personnel often served in facility assignments that required strategic oversight while maintaining operational security for classified programs that demanded specialized coordination and strategic management. The evaluation indicated coordination gaps that required enhanced strategic measures and updated operational procedures to maintain strategic effectiveness and personnel security. The current strategic assessment represented months of operational analysis that had identified patterns suggesting inadequate coordination of deep cover personnel and strategic oversight activities that exceeded standard operational planning assumptions. Strategic intelligence sources had reported coordination gaps and oversight limitations that indicated preparation for strategic operations that required enhanced personnel coordination and specialized strategic management. Brigadier General, what specific capabilities do our current coordination systems provide for identifying deep cover personnel with command authority and ensuring appropriate strategic oversight and operational coordination? General Morrison inquired, her question reflecting command responsibility for understanding coordination limitations and ensuring adequate strategic oversight for classified personnel and strategic operations. The question addressed core challenges facing strategic planners in contemporary military operations, where deep cover assignments created coordination challenges that might compromise strategic effectiveness, while classified personnel required appropriate oversight and strategic coordination. The assessment of current capabilities versus strategic requirements was critical for determining coordination adequacy and strategic planning requirements. Ma'am, we've enhanced our personnel coordination systems and implemented advanced oversight protocols designed to identify deep cover personnel with command authority and strategic expertise that might not appear in standard coordination databases, Colonel Patterson explained. His report reflecting systematic approach to strategic coordination optimization that balanced oversight capabilities with operational limitations of current strategic systems and personnel coordination programs. However, some classification restrictions could prevent identification and proper coordination of strategic assignments, requiring strategic review and operational planning that might take months to implement effectively. His analysis highlighted fundamental challenges facing modern strategic coordination, where classification requirements created barriers to appropriate personnel oversight, while strategic operations demanded coordination that challenged existing strategic structures. The balance between current strategic protocols and operational optimization required continuous review and strategic planning that anticipated coordination developments before they materialized into actual strategic vulnerabilities or coordination failures. Torres quietly moved through the corridor maintenance areas while maintaining her custodial cover assignment, her movements deliberately routine and service-oriented to avoid attracting attention that might compromise her deep cover status or reveal her command authority to personnel who lacked appropriate security clearances for her actual strategic identity and operational experience. Her strategic education enabled recognition of coordination discussions and strategic assessments that custodial personnel might interpret incorrectly or fail to understand entirely. Her experience in strategic command provided unique perspective on coordination requirements and strategic planning that informed her understanding of Pentagon operations and defense policy coordination. Though her classified command status remained unknown to strategic personnel who viewed her as dedicated custodial employee with exceptional attention to facility maintenance and operational efficiency. The maintenance activities that Torres conducted served multiple purposes beyond routine facility support, allowing her to observe strategic operations and identify potential coordination gaps through pattern recognition techniques learned during strategic education and command experience. Her specialized knowledge enabled recognition of strategic vulnerabilities that conventional maintenance procedures might overlook, providing insights that could enhance overall strategic effectiveness and coordination optimization. The corridor facilities represented months of construction and strategic planning designed to provide optimal command coordination and strategic communication while supporting daily operations that maintain strategic readiness and operational effectiveness. Advanced communication systems, comprehensive security capabilities, and strategic infrastructure created coordination advantages that sustained strategic operations even under challenging conditions and coordination pressures. The strategic specifications that guided corridor operations incorporated lessons learned from previous strategic installations and theoretical advances in strategic coordination developed by defense planners and strategic specialists. Each strategic component had been carefully designed to provide coordination oversight and strategic flexibility that eliminated coordination gaps while maintaining efficiency for strategic operations and classified coordination requirements. Master Sergeant Torres, continue maintenance activities while strategic personnel coordinate operational planning and defense policy assessment requirements. Colonel Patterson instructed, his guidance reflecting standard facility protocols while acknowledging custodial support that Torres provided through her maintenance duties and facility coordination. His instructions contained routine maintenance recognition and facility coordination requirements that preserved operational security regarding strategic operations while maintaining appropriate facility support for classified coordination and strategic planning activities that required maintenance support and facility management. Torres positioned herself near the strategic coordination areas while maintaining maintenance duties that provided cover for observing strategic operations and coordination activities that might indicate strategic gaps or coordination limitations. Her classified command background enabled recognition of strategic capabilities and coordination parameters that custodial personnel might interpret incorrectly or fail to evaluate properly. The maintenance activities that Torres conducted automatically incorporated advanced strategic analysis techniques learned during command education that emphasized strategic innovation and coordination thinking beyond conventional facility support. Her ability to evaluate strategic operations enabled identification of potential coordination improvements and strategic vulnerabilities that purely maintenance thinking might miss entirely. The command recognition incident occurred approximately 45 minutes into corridor maintenance. The distinctive strategic coordination requirements and classified consultation demands triggering immediate recognition that connected her custodial cover assignment with command authority that exceeded current operational authorization and strategic coordination requirements. The recognition characteristics indicated legitimate strategic command rather than routine facility management, suggesting strategic expertise that demanded immediate attention and specialized coordination assessment. Her recognition of the general strategic requirements reflected command experience and strategic expertise that connected her to operations that officially operated under classification levels exceeding normal strategic coordination, assignments where her command capabilities had been utilized while maintaining cover status that protected strategic operations and coordination security. The general's direct identification indicated strategic advancement that suggested either mission completion or strategic circumstances that justified revealing her command authority and strategic expertise. The strategic command announcement indicated genuine strategic coordination rather than routine facility management or standard operational procedures, though the implications of revealing her command status created strategic complexity that demanded careful evaluation and appropriate coordination response procedures. The authenticity of the command recognition required strategic verification, while operational security protocols demanded protection of classified assignments and strategic coordination programs. Instead of immediately responding to the command recognition, Torres carefully evaluated the strategic situation for coordination indicators and strategic parameters that would verify its legitimacy while protecting classified strategic operations from potential compromise or intelligence gathering attempts. Her strategic command training included extensive instruction in operational security and strategic protection procedures designed to protect classified operations while maintaining appropriate command recognition and strategic coordination. The evaluation process required balancing immediate command response with security protocols that protected classified strategic operations and deep cover coordination from operational compromise or intelligence gathering. Her specialized background provided knowledge necessary for proper strategic assessment while maintaining operational security that protected ongoing strategic programs and coordination capabilities. The command characteristics embedded within the general strategic announcement matched classified command protocols that Torres recognized from her strategic education and command experience, indicating legitimate strategic coordination using proper command authority rather than conventional facility management or routine operational procedures. The proper execution of strategic command suggested coordination advancement that exceeded current facility management and indicated strategic capabilities that demanded immediate operational security assessment and command recognition. Lieutenant Colonel Sarah Davis, the facility coordination specialist responsible for strategic oversight and operational coordination, noticed unusual command recognition patterns through facility monitoring designed to identify strategic coordination requirements and coordinate appropriate operational assessment procedures. General Morrison, we have custodial personnel receiving strategic command recognition that indicates command authority and requires immediate operational security assessment and appropriate strategic coordination protocols. Her observation reflected facility monitoring capabilities that tracked strategic activities and identified potential operational security requirements through careful observation of strategic coordination and command recognition activities. The monitoring systems represented strategic security protocols designed to provide immediate identification of command recognition requirements and coordinate appropriate responses that maintained operational security while preserving strategic effectiveness and coordination optimization. The strategic intelligence gathered through Davis's monitoring provided critical information about command authority and strategic coordination that informed strategic planning and coordination procedures. The strategic analysis of facility activities enabled assessment of operational security requirements while maintaining strategic protocols that protected strategic operations and classified coordination through appropriate security recognition and strategic procedures. Lieutenant Colonel Davis, Coordinate immediate strategic briefing preparation for classified consultation with Colonel Rodriguez. General Morrison replied, her response reflecting command understanding of strategic coordination requirements and operational security that maintained classified operations while enabling appropriate command recognition and strategic coordination. The general's response demonstrated systematic approach to strategic command that characterized effective strategic leadership, where command recognition required immediate strategic coordination and appropriate operational response, while maintaining strategic oversight that informed coordination planning for strategic operations requirements. The priority placed on strategic coordination reflected understanding that command authority required comprehensive strategic coordination and appropriate command recognition. Torres approached the strategic coordination area with measured movements that maintained her custodial cover while acknowledging the command recognition that her strategic identity revelation had created among strategic personnel. Her strategic command training enabled accurate evaluation of coordination requirements and strategic coordination that custodial personnel might misinterpret or fail to understand entirely. Her movement toward the strategic coordination area appeared routine to observers, but represented calculated decision-making that balanced operational security with command recognition and strategic coordination requirements. The specialized knowledge that informed her evaluation could provide critical insights for appropriate coordination responses and strategic coordination that enhanced strategic effectiveness and coordination optimization. General Morrison, I am prepared to provide classified consultation and strategic coordination as required. Torres replied professionally, her voice transitioning from custodial employee demeanor to command authority that reflected strategic education and operational experience that exceeded custodial assignment parameters. My deep cover assignment represents strategic coordination oversight for classified operations, and I am ready to resume command responsibilities and strategic coordination duties as directed. Her response provided context for the command recognition that enabled appropriate strategic coordination and operational evaluation of command requirements and strategic coordination protocols. The distinction between custodial cover assignment and strategic command authority was critical for determining coordination procedures and understanding command responsibilities that enhanced strategic effectiveness and coordination optimization. Brigadier General Rodriguez studied Torres with renewed respect, her strategic background enabling recognition that the response demonstrated strategic command knowledge that exceeded custodial assignment and suggested exceptional strategic background and command authority that warranted immediate strategic recognition and comprehensive coordination. Colonel Rodriguez, your strategic command authority represents exceptional strategic capability that demands our highest strategic recognition and command courtesy. Can you provide strategic assessment of current operational coordination and defense policy effectiveness based on your deep cover observations and strategic analysis? Her question reflected institutional recognition of Torres's strategic expertise and sources of specialized strategic knowledge that enabled exceptional coordination assessment despite custodial cover assignment. The depth of her strategic authority indicated command backgrounds that exceeded routine strategic assignment and suggested strategic command responsibilities that warranted immediate strategic recognition and appropriate command courtesy. Ma'am, my deep cover observations indicate coordination gaps in interagency communication and strategic planning implementation that could affect operational effectiveness and defense policy coordination, Torres explained. Her response demonstrating strategic knowledge that reflected exceptional strategic education and command experience that supported strategic operations while maintaining operational security for classified strategic programs. The coordination challenges involve strategic planning translation and operational implementation that require enhanced interagency coordination and strategic management beyond current coordination capabilities. Her explanation provided specific strategic details that supported her command recognition while demonstrating knowledge that exceeded custodial training and suggested exceptional strategic education and command experience that characterized strategic command authority rather than conventional facility assignment or routine strategic support activities. The exceptional nature of Torres's strategic assessment impressed assembled strategic personnel, who recognized that her command capabilities exceeded expectations for custodial personnel and suggested potential for enhanced strategic responsibilities within coordination authority that strengthened strategic operations. Her demonstrated strategic expertise represented valuable command assets that could enhance strategic effectiveness and coordination evaluation. Colonel Rodriguez, your strategic coordination assessment suggests exceptional command capability that warrants immediate strategic recognition and appropriate coordination authority, General Morrison observed, her comment reflecting recognition that Torres's capabilities extended beyond custodial assignment and indicated exceptional strategic command authority that demanded immediate recognition and comprehensive strategic coordination. How can our strategic coordination better support your command authority while ensuring appropriate recognition for your strategic oversight and command responsibilities? The question addressed institutional responsibility for Torres's strategic authority while acknowledging that her demonstrated command capability suggested strategic responsibilities that exceeded custodial assignment coordination and indicated potential for expanded strategic command recognition and coordination support that enhanced strategic effectiveness and command authority utilization. Ma'am, my strategic command authority benefits from operational coordination support and command recognition that enables continued strategic oversight while maintaining operational security for classified operations and strategic coordination programs, Torres replied carefully, providing information that maintains strategic focus while acknowledging command recognition and strategic coordination support that enhance strategic operations and command effectiveness. Her response provided context for her strategic command authority while maintaining appropriate strategic coordination regarding classified strategic programs and command capabilities that informed her strategic oversight methodology and coordination procedures. The acknowledgement of strategic coordination support explained her command effectiveness, while preserving operational security regarding specific classified operations and strategic coordination programs that enhance strategic effectiveness. The revelation of Torres's strategic command authority provided explanation for her exceptional strategic capabilities while emphasizing institutional responsibility for appropriate command recognition and strategic coordination that honored exceptional strategic service and command authority. Her presence in custodial assignment suggested strategic coordination requirements that demanded appropriate strategic recognition and command authority acknowledgement that honored strategic service while supporting continued strategic coordination. General Morrison made immediate strategic decision that reflected institutional recognition of exceptional command authority and urgent need to coordinate appropriate strategic recognition requiring her specific strategic expertise and command capabilities. Colonel Rodriguez, you are immediately restored to active command status and reassigned to strategic coordination as Senior Defense Policy Analyst. Brigadier General Rodriguez, coordinate immediate strategic integration and ensure comprehensive command recognition and strategic support for Colonel Alexandra Rodriguez. The restoration represented acknowledgement that Torres's strategic command authority warranted immediate strategic coordination and ensuring appropriate command recognition that honored exceptional strategic service while maintaining strategic coordination and proper command protocol. Her demonstrated strategic capabilities aligned perfectly with institutional requirements that demanded comprehensive recognition of strategic command authority and exceptional strategic coordination that strengthened strategic operations and command effectiveness. The immediate nature of the restoration reflected strategic tradition in recognizing exceptional command authority when strategic situations demanded appropriate command coordination and strategic recognition that honored command service and strategic capability. General Morrison's decision demonstrated strategic leadership that enabled proper command coordination and strategic recognition that strengthened institutional effectiveness and strategic command appreciation. Brigadier General Rodriguez coordinated comprehensive strategic recognition that reflected genuine acknowledgement of Torres's exceptional strategic background and command authority that warranted institutional respect and strategic recognition. Colonel Rodriguez, please accept our strategic recognition and appropriate command coordination for your exceptional strategic service and command authority. Your strategic coordination expertise represents exactly the command capability and strategic service that demands our highest recognition and strategic appreciation. Her recognition represented beginning of enhanced strategic relationships based on command authority rather than custodial assumptions about where exceptional strategic capability might be located within strategic organizations. The acknowledgement of Torres's strategic command authority promised opportunities for appropriate strategic recognition and command coordination that honored exceptional strategic service and command capability. The institutional respect implicit in Rodriguez's recognition reflected fundamental understanding of how Torres should be regarded within strategic installations and command authority programs. Her transition from custodial assignment to recognized strategic command authority demonstrated potential for exceptional strategic capability to exist among individuals whose command backgrounds remained hidden by deep cover assignments and strategic coordination requirements. The strategic recognition that Torres received resulted in comprehensive strategic coordination enhancement and provided critical appreciation of strategic command authority and exceptional strategic service that improved respect for future strategic interactions and command coordination. Her strategic recognition had enabled proper strategic protocol and command assessment that honored exceptional strategic service while maintaining strategic coordination and operational effectiveness. Her service included strategic coordination under deep cover conditions, supporting classified strategic operations, and providing command oversight that enabled successful strategic operations under extraordinarily challenging operational security conditions. Each contribution demonstrated value of strategic command authority applied to strategic intelligence situations that protected strategic operations and enhanced strategic effectiveness while maintaining operational security and strategic coordination. The strategic command recognition protocols that Torres received became standard reference for deep cover coordination and strategic recognition, illustrating importance of maintaining institutional respect for exceptional strategic command authority and value of strategic personnel with exceptional command backgrounds and strategic coordination capability. Torres's story influenced strategic recognition policies that emphasized identifying and maintaining appropriate coordination for strategic command authority regardless of assignment status or operational security requirements. 2 years after the strategic recognition incident, Colonel Rodriguez received promotion and assignment as Senior Strategic Coordinator for classified operations requiring specialized strategic coordination and command authority. Her advancement reflected institutional recognition that exceptional strategic capability and command experience required appropriate recognition and opportunities for continued strategic service that honored command capability while supporting strategic operations and coordination effectiveness. Her progression from deep cover assignment to recognized strategic command authority demonstrated strategic organizations' capacity for recognizing and honoring exceptional strategic capability when circumstances revealed command authority and strategic recognition demanded appropriate coordination and respect. The transformation also reflected institutional learning about importance of maintaining strategic command recognition regardless of assignment status and operational security requirements. Today, Colonel Rodriguez leads the Strategic Coordination Excellence Center, overseeing strategic command assessment and coordination that supports strategic operations installations throughout the strategic command structure. Her team of strategic specialists continues to advance strategic coordination capabilities and command coordination methodologies that protect strategic effectiveness from increasingly complex strategic challenges and coordination requirements. Her command position represents culmination of strategic service that experienced deep cover assignment and evolved into directing critical strategic coordination that supports the most sensitive strategic effectiveness missions and command coordination programs. The trajectory demonstrated how exceptional strategic command authority and strategic knowledge could transform both individual strategic careers and institutional capabilities for advanced strategic coordination and command effectiveness. The organization she directs has become model for integrating exceptional strategic command expertise with operational strategic requirements, attracting top strategic talent from strategic institutions and command organizations specialized in strategic coordination and command authority development. Her success has inspired similar programs throughout strategic command that seek to identify and utilize strategic personnel with combined strategic command training and exceptional strategic coordination expertise that enhances strategic effectiveness and command capability. The woman they had assumed was just cleaning hallways had become the strategic backbone for advanced strategic coordination operations, proving that extraordinary strategic command experience often exists within personnel whose command backgrounds remain hidden by deep cover assignments and strategic coordination requirements. Sometimes the most exceptional strategic capabilities come from individuals whose strategic command knowledge has been channeled into protective service for strategic operations, and institutional effectiveness often depends on recognizing strategic command talent regardless of its apparent assignment status or operational security presentation. Her story continues to inspire strategic analysts and command personnel who understand that exceptional strategic knowledge creates unique capabilities for protecting strategic operations, demonstrating that strategic command authority will find purpose when given appropriate opportunities to contribute to meaningful strategic coordination missions and command effectiveness operations that honor strategic service and command capability.